Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyrim mod update video. We are on episode 277 and we have 5 more console mods to cover in today's mod update. It's been quite a slow week for mod releases, so not a lot of big mods in this video, but we do have 5 to look over. Yesterday I started uploading some different update videos on different games, but I am just uploading a bunch of different ones right now until I find some that people like. I obviously can't cover all games, but I do want to narrow it down to games that people want to see. So if you can, list your top 5 games in the comments below, or your top 5 upcoming games, so I make sure that I cover those. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's mods, leave a like, it's super appreciated, and let's look at the first one, which is called Unrelenting Force and Ice Form Spells. Now, this new mod allows you to cast Unrelenting Force and Ice Form spells now instead of using them as shouts, which means you should be able to cast them more by using your magicka instead of your shout power, which is a good thing as it's fun to use Unrelenting Force and you never get to cast it twice in a row. So the spells can be purchased from Toadfear in Winterhold, or they can be found behind the Jarl in Winterhold just lying on the floor if you want them for free. Each cost 25 magicka to use, but they do have a charge time before you can use them in order to make them being too overpowered and to stop you from spamming them straight away. But you can use them much more quickly than you could if you were to use them as a shout. Moving on to our next mod, we have 2 mods here for PS4 and they are Serana Follower Patch and Allow Interactions Tolerant NPCs and No Ash Piles. First, the Serana patch, which is a simple bug fix that fixes the damage reduction you get as a vampire lord if Serana is your follower, and the mod will prevent that from happening. It doesn't do anything else to Serana though, it just fixes that glitch. The other mod is 3 mods in 1, and it allows interactions, meaning vampires and werewolves can interact with the world, like containers, bodies, and NPCs. You also get tolerant NPCs as part of this mod, so NPCs won't attack you when you talk to them, and finally no ash piles. So especially when you're a vampire lord, you turn people to ash with your abilities, this will no longer happen and they will stay a body instead of ash. 2 useful mods there, especially for vampire characters, and the second one is also handy for werewolves. Next up we have Double Fang, a new summon spell which will allow you to summon 2 armored deathhounds to fight alongside you in combat. The spells can be purchased at Volkahar Keep or the Riverwood Trader and they cost around 6,000 gold, and once summoned the 2 deathhounds will be the same level as the player. A simple but really awesome mod because the 2 deathhounds are really tough to kill and they're very useful in combat. Our next mod is an older mod that was updated recently, which I've never gone over before, which is called CBO Enhanced Dragons. And this mod improves dragons in-game, and it adds in something extra as well for you. Firstly, it improves dragon AI. Dragons will stay on the ground longer if it's advantageous and will take off in flight as soon as they lose their advantage. Dragons will remain within the vicinity of the player. You no longer have to chase down dragons, and dragons will chase you instead. Dragons can now get bored of a fight if it's been drawn out for a long time and fly away, but that only happens on rare occasions. Dragons will randomly flight grab non-essential protected NPCs, which is a really cool ability. With the mod though, there is also a new ability system called Dragon Hate. Each time you slay a dragon and devour its soul, you will build 1 level of Dragon Hate. Dragons will begin to use new abilities each time your hate level increases, and this includes more shouts and abilities like Meteor Storms or even conjuring a Dragon Priest, so it will make fights with dragons much more challenging. Once a certain level of hate is reached, you will gain the ability to reset the hate, and the hate current level cap is 10, so once you reach 10, then you can reset it if you want to. The mod does add in much more than this, including new perks that are only active during dragon encounters and reinforcements as well, so dragons have a chance of joining the fight against you. So it really does add in more complexity to dragon encounters, and there is way more stuff added than I could show in the video, so definitely check this one out. Well guys, that just leaves us with our final mod. It's called Inns and Taverns, and it adds in new Inns and Taverns to Skyrim. Inns and Taverns is an awesome immersive mod which adds to Skyrim a whole bunch of strategically placed inns and taverns around the game, and they are there for you to rest at while traveling the wilds and are too far away from a town or city. The mod is especially useful for playing survival playthroughs with no fast travel. There are 15 different inns added to the game and you can see them on the map, and that's just the map on screen. They don't actually appear in your in-game map until you discover them, and I will show you a few examples. First, located on the crossroad between Whiterun, Roddickstead, Falkreath and Markarth is the Thirsty Mammoth, and it's an ideal stopping point for travellers. Along with the innkeeper Verdus, you will find Muley, a farmer who will buy your leeks and gourds. Ringil, the Khajiit merchant, is found here Monday to Thursday. He is a travelling Khajiit merchant who you can buy and sell your wares to. Next, the Ghostly View. Located north of Solitude, the Ghostly View offers you spectacular views of the Sea of Ghosts. Dissa runs the inn with her sister Lina, entertaining people with her hearty songs. Ringil also stays here from Friday to Sunday, and he travels here from the Thirsty Mammoth. Be sure to look out at the inn's namesake on the northern horizon around midnight to discover a secret. The Tilted Rigging is a converted ship that anchors on Skyrim's northern coast. On board, you will find the innkeeper, Ahiva, along with the previous crew and merchants to buy and sell from. Finally, in the shadow of the Velothi Mountains is the Velothi View Inn, and this offers one of the most luxurious rooms in Skyrim. Outside, you will find Vekatel, who will sell you a horse between 8 AM and PM. Be sure to pick up a free bottle of famous Velothi spiced wine, compliments of the innkeeper. The merchant Raylene stays here Monday to Thursday, and you can buy all your wares and sell stuff to her as well if you're here at the same time. So guys, a really awesome mod. That was just 4 examples. There are another 11 inns around the game which you can discover on your own, and they're all really cool. They're not super big, they're not complicated, but they are just about the same size as any other inn you could find in the game, and they don't just use the vanilla layout, they are all custom designed inside, so that's really cool, and I definitely recommend you check out and download this mod. Well, that is about it for today's mods. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think, whether you're going to try out any of these mods or whether you have already, and whether you had any problems with them. Let others know in the comments. But either way guys, thanks for watching, stay awesome as always, and I will see you all tomorrow for another Skyrim mods.